Hey everyone, welcome to episode 16 on our Linux series. So in this episode, we are covering few of the advanced topics with associated to process. In our previous episodes, we have covered from basic to advanced understanding on the process. Apart from that, we have also covered some of the interesting topics on Linux. If you have not watched it, please watch it. There will be a link in the description as well as in the pinned comment to the playlist, as well as some of the useful videos which can help you in your upskilling journey with respect to Linux. Please watch it if you have not watched it already. So in this episode, we are trying to understand what exactly is the Linux process tree, how exactly it can be viewed, what exactly is a top command, which is the most lovable command by the system admins, how it is used, how to interpret the output, and what is the usefulness of it. We'll try to understand. Hope you like it. Without any further delay, let's jump into the topic. Till now we have seen there are different ways to see the processes or see the process informations. So now let's say I want to see the overall process tree of it. So what exactly is a process tree? So process tree is the command or the feature of Linux which show you all the parent processes or the child processes which has been started by those parent processes and the overall hierarchy of running of the programs. Right, if you want to understand in the tree view, you can use process tree for seeing it, right? And Linux process always runs in a tree structure, because one parent process starts another sub process again starts another thread or sub processes associated to it, right? If you want to see it, how you use process tree. How to use it? The command which is used to see the process tree is ps tree. As simple as that, right? Here you can see the output, something looks like that. Always remember, systemd is the first process which gets initiated by kernel. So that is why the systemd is the parent process which has started the process, something known as modern manager, and it has again initiated further process which is running in the system. SAPID, Amazon, SSM, all that example, right? So we are not getting into each details about the process, but if you want to see it in an elaborative way, you can use it in this way, right? Now, the second command is that, let's say I want to see the tree with the PIDs, how the PID has been created, right? PS tree hyphen P. Okay, so what it will do, it will filter the process, or it will try to show you the processes based on the PIDs which has been created. Here you can see it has now a little bit increased. Here you can see systemd modern manager, again it has created this processes, and in this it has given the process ID and the parent process ID to be precise, and the parent process ID which has created the sub processes associated to it. So why we need to use a process tree? So it helps you to identify which process has created which processes, just to give you a more elaborative way if you are doing very deep troubleshooting and you are trying to figure out which process has which sub processes, and it can give you an overall idea to give an overview of the processes which is currently running, right? As simple as that, right? So how to read exactly it is, right? So here you can always remember that the column will be always start with the process ID or parent process ID, or UID with the user who is running, followed by the PPID. This is the PPID and this is the PID, right? And associated command which is being used to it. So this is how you can use it. Now we are in a state that we know lot of command to see the processes, and we have understood that process monitoring can be a tedious task in Linux, right? As simple as that. Now, how to correlate everything, and as a pro user of Linux, how to interpret all the process related information within one go. Linux can help you, or can give you the option for doing that as well. So we have a very powerful tool or command which we use it, which is known as your top command. You must be knowing about it, or if you are not know, or if you are not knowing, so top is a command which gives you the real time usage of your system, or the overall process utilization of your system within one your command line. Okay, you can correlate this top command with your system health command or control manager, or whatever you are using in Linux is the same. So it will give you a more illustrative or elaborative view of your current processes running and overall system health of it, right? How to interpret it, that is the main important of it, right? Let's understand it line by line. So if you see the output here, you can see multiple lines are there. Predominantly it has total 6 lines. Let's understand each line by line, right? So the first line, if you can see here, which I have highlighted, right? So this is nothing but is your overall load average as well as the uptime of your system, right? Here, what we see, this is the current time, right? Current time till when this is up. What is the uptime? Okay, what is the current time now on the system? How many users are currently utilizing this system? And what is the load average, right? What is exactly a load average? If you don't know, please watch our previous video. We have discussed it thoroughly. And still you are not sure, please let me know in the comment box. I will try to clear your doubt with one-on-one sessions via comment box or via Discord community, right? Now, going back, the second line. Second line gives you the information about the process summary or the tasks. So out of which you can understand total 120 tasks are running within your process tree. Okay. And out of which one is in running state, 119 still is in sleeping state, zero in stopped state, zero in zombie state, right? Previously, we used to see PES-ELF to see the zombie processes and states. Now, top can show you that information as well. Here you can see 120 out of which one is currently running, 119 in sleeping mode, and zero stopped and zero zombie state. This can give you more elaborative information what exactly are running or what exactly happening in the system, right? Now, third information is very important, which is nothing but your CPU usage breakdown, where there are multiple things, right? First is your US. So US is nothing but your user CPU used by applications. Second is your SI, which means CPU used by your system task, how much CPU is currently being used by your system task or your kernel. Third is your NI or nice, how much CPU is being used by your low priority processes. Thirdly, ID, which is nothing but your how much CPU is idle or in nothing state. Thirdly is the WA, which is your waiting for disk IO or waiting state, how much percentage of CPU is doing that. Next is the HI. HI is for your hardware interrupts or how many hardware events are happening. Next is your SI. SI stands for your software interrupts, which is how many software events are crashing your CPU. Finally, use your STEL or VM CPU taken by your hypervisor, how much hypervisor or your is being utilizing your CPU, you can get. It is a very elaborative way. As a normal user, you may not be using, but as a system admin, this gives a overall idea or monitoring of your overall system without having a third party monitoring system. Top can give you that as powerful as that you can consider, right? So why exactly it matters, right? So here, if you have high US, that you can understand that your app has been loading your system heavily. If your high SY you have, then you can consider that your kernel is overhead of your overall CPU. If it is high WA, you can consider that your disk is or any other external hardware is bottlenecking your overall system. If it is high ST, you can consider that there are some virtualization problem which is happening, right? It's a very core system administration concept or drill down which you can take out from top. If you want to know more about it, please let me know in the comment box. I can give you some extra videos on how the system administration happens using top. Please let me know in the comment box, right? Next thing is your memory utilization, how much memory is being utilized, right? How much is your swap usage? How much is your temporary memory it is being used? What is a swap? What is memory? We will cover in the next videos. But if you want to know the memory utilizations also, it can give you about that, right? Finally, the overall process information, how what we get it as PS-EF, the process table sections basically, how we get, you can get the information about each processes, and it will be in ascending order, which means which particular process will be utilizing the more CPU will be coming first, and you can get a real-time information about all the process utilization within your system, right? So that is how we use stop command and we interrupt the output of it. Hope you get it. If you not, please let me know in the comment box. I will try to clarify with more videos in coming way. So with that, we went end today's video. Hope you liked it. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment box. I would love to hear your feedback on the videos which we are making. Thanks for watching. See you in next episode. Bye.